Hey, what's up guys, it's Levi here and welcome to a brand new video on the Team Gullit channel, where in this video I will show you how to see out a game in FC 25. I'm just gonna show you two clips of two games for me where I'm leading around the 70th, 75th minute, and I'm just gonna talk you through how I think during that game and what I think that's best to do. So let's just not waste our time, let's just get started. So first things first. Here you can see we are leading 4-2, 75th minute, so that means 15 minutes to go. I just conceded a goal, so I want to switch tactics. That's what I decide. I felt like my tactics were too attacking as I was still having defensive approach on high. Also I was having my fullbacks on balance, so that's what I wanted to switch. Also I wanted to have my wingers on inside forward and balance because then they defend a bit more than when I have them on attack. So these are little changes that can make a big difference, because right now my fullbacks won't be up too high. When I lose the ball anywhere on the pitch, they will still be next to my center backs, so there's way less risk of conceding a counter attack. These are a few things you need to be aware of. Also, that I changed my defensive approach. With high, or you obviously take more risk because my defensive line is pushing up high, and if my opponent plays a through ball, there's more chance of that through ball reaching when I play my defensive approach on high than when I play it on balance. So these are the things I wanted to change because I just conceded a goal and I didn't really feel comfortable anymore. So now let's get started with how I'm gonna approach this game. Obviously, 15 minutes in, 2 goals, it is still a small lead. I know I want to keep the ball as much as possible. I don't want to take much risk. So the thing I always think about is I want to play it on the wing, because if I lose it on the wing, first things first, my opponent doesn't get a big chance straight away, because on the wing there's obviously less danger. Also, second thing, when I lose it on the wing, there's a big chance that the ball's going out of bounds and I win a throw-in. Number 3, the byline. Once I go down the byline, as I do in this example, there are basically 2 possibilities. Either I win a corner kick, which means I win a lot of time, or my opponent is trying to cover the pass, which allows me to shoot. In this situation, it is a bit of luck, but it's not a coincidence, as I've scored like this many times just by running down the byline. 9 out of 10 times you see your opponent is trying to cover the pass, or they are scared to tackle you for a pen. Here I just shoot, he saves it with Yashin, there Henry gets the aerial duel with Bonmati. Obviously he's gonna win it, I time it green. Now, 12 minutes on the clock, with a bit of extra time, 13-14 minutes, 3 goals leading. Then I know it's just about keeping the ball in possession, running back my players. That's what you see me doing a lot. You almost don't see me running forward with any players. I try to keep it as compact as possible in defense. So, if you watch closely, here with Salah, I just run back as long as possible to don't give him space. There I run back with Schweinsteiger to make sure I cover the middle. Here I know he doesn't have options, so I need to switch to my defender to tackle him. Then comes the next thing. When you don't have options or you're maybe panicking a little bit, it's really important that you are gonna start to use R1 square passes, because this way you can shoot the ball as far as you want, do it with full power. As you can see here with Dumfries, I win the ball back. I don't feel like keeping possession right here because he has a lot of players going forward. I just try to bump it forward here to the left side with Mbappe. I even win it right here, so I win possession. And there we can start to build again. R1 square passes are gonna be a big game changer for you when it comes to playing out a game. Also, when you want to shoot the ball out of play, try and use R1 square or R1 triangle. That's what I always do, because then it's manual. You don't have the risk of playing a circle where it still stays into the game. Just play R1 square or R1 triangle. And again, here, a bit of an unlucky bounce, I would say. My opponent doesn't score. Then again, I'm only thinking about playing out this game, going on the wing, trying to play the passes, just keep it as simple as possible, and let my opponent chase me and the game, because he's chasing the game, he needs to have the ball, and it's the easiest to keep the ball on the half of your opponent. Here, 85th minute, 3 goals. I know if I just go back to my goalkeeper, I am going to win this game. Here I even lose it, really unlucky, but because I have my right back in this situation on fullback and defend, you can see I lose this ball with Rudiger Very unlucky. I don't know how. If I don't have fullback and defend here, Dumfries is maybe like 6 or 7 meters higher up. So then it's a 2v2 situation. Here my opponent also sees there's no space on the left when he has the ball with Doki, so he needs to go to the right, which allows me to bring back some players and to delay him and his attack. So here I again have 3 players back, still unlucky bounces, but as you can see, my CDMs are both on holding. My defenders are all on defend, so I still have 6 people back against 4 of my opponent who's trying to score a goal. So that should always be, so you should always be able to defend a 6v4 situation. Unless your opponent does something really magic, which obviously can happen, and if he does that, it's alright, then it's GG's to him. But you don't want to give away stupid goals when you are leading the game. Here again, he has a goal kick, all I'm thinking about is running back. In this situation, my opponent messes up, and that's because he's rushing the game. I don't try to press him. I let him mess up. He is chasing the game. He has to make decisions which are often going to be stupid decisions because your opponent feels like he needs to rush, he needs to score, he needs to go fast forward as possible. And 9 out of 10 times, if you are in this rush and you feel like I need to go forward, I need to score, it doesn't work out well for someone. So 90th minute, I have the ball with Schweinsteiger. We just go back. We don't take any risk. To the left, +1, we won that game just by playing smart. And that's how you do it, guys. It looks really easy in this one. I have a second game where it might even look easier. Here, 72nd minute. I already changed the tactics. 3 goals, leading. Again, same process. We're going for the wing. I'm gonna show you a time lapse in this game where you will see that it's so hard for my opponent to get the ball just because I go down the wing. I play smart, use player locks. Here, if I slow down, 74th minute, there's where you win a lot of time. You need to play with cojones, as they say in Spanish, in these kind of situations. Here, I trigger Dumfries because I know this pass will open up because my opponent is stepping out on every situation. Every player he tries to get the ball from me. So here, when I have the ball with Schweinsteiger, I trigger Dumfries, then I play the player lock to Salah, then it's all about making one good pass or one turn and the whole pitch is in front of me. This already takes out 2 or 3 minutes of the game, at least, because my opponent can't get the ball. If I just want to go back to my goalkeeper, I can, and it's already 3 or 4 minutes out of the game. Here again, Salah down the wing. He tries to tackle me, but once you're going down the wing in these kind of scenarios, when you're leading the game, your opponent's gonna try to force a tackle, which happens here. I have the ball with Salah, my opponent tries to force it. It's the perfect example to show you on what you need to do and what will happen with your opponent. And if this game goes on and on, you will see I will be doing the same over and over again. R1 square once I feel like it's tough in possession, I don't want to take risk, I will go down the wing, I will even wait for corner kicks, I will switch my corner taker because that also takes time and momentum out of the game. It's not that hard, it's just a few things that you need to know, and if your opponent is going to press you, try to go back, R1 square. Once you have the time on your opponent's half, try and take your time, because on his half, he basically won't be able to press you. You can do everything you want, run into the corner, play it back to your midfielders, go back to your defense, all over and all over again. So, that being showed, that's how you play out a game in FC 25. That's a masterclass of how playing out the game. Playing out a game, it's all about patterns. You don't need to do crazy things. You just need to know where to play the ball, where to play passes, when to play passes, how to play passes. Like I said, R1 square, because it's going to help you to not get in trouble in your own half. That being said, I think I said everything about how to play out a game. All I want to ask you guys is to make sure to put your thumbs up on this video. Leave a comment down below if you would like to. Subscribe as well if you haven't done that yet. Thanks for watching and see you guys next time. Ciao.